This is a Wild Card Wednesday video. It's the Dunning Kruger Effect.
Brian's Mobile One.
When you come to learn something, it can be really discouraging. It's really encouraging at first and then discouraging, and then you're kind of stabilized and then you forget. So this Dunning Kruger effect works like this. This is, you see how this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Y-axis is confidence or efficacy, and then the x-axis is experience, like wisdom, like all that kind of stuff. So when you start something new and you have a can-do attitude, you don't start from zero confidence, you have a little, and that's why you embark on it. You learn the vocabulary of it, whether it's physics, chemistry, auto mechanics, or whatever. You get your basics down, you practice it, and you've got all this borrowed smarts and a working knowledge, and you feel amazing. You're like, I can do anything, which is good. It's no wonder that God made us that way, so that we jump on board of stuff and get with it and have an immediate reward. You know, if you have a quick little, they say do something easy in the morning, and then you feel like you've got some momentum, and then you go from there. That's what this is about. But then you run into new problems, new materials, things are tricky, and you get humbled pretty quick. And then once your humility is achieved, you don't go down, 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 down. I mean, it's easy to not know what you don't know, but once you figure out that you got to pay attention and you don't know everything, this is like your 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds that know everything, and then the trials and the adulting and all that kind of curve, and then humility is achieved. And then you really pay attention, you go to classes and you do all that kind of stuff, you gain experience. So there's no compensation or substitute for experience, there really isn't. And then once you've put in your 10,000 hours, then they say that you're an expert, and then you add to that and you have mastery, and then maybe retirement or whatever. Heard Eric the car guy and my dad and a bunch of other people say this saying about when they're paying a compliment to somebody who's in this position, they say, man, he's forgot more than you've ever studied, or he's forgot more than I've ever known, that kind of thing. And if you don't stay in it, it just kind of leaves you. It's a use it or lose it kind of thing. So anyway, Dunning-Kruger effect, this comes up all the time in the paramotor community. Everybody talks about that. You get to where you can fly and you can do certain things, and then, you know, like there's weather problems or different situations, the new material, and then eventually you get to where you're more cautious. Usually what happens when people get hurt in paramotoring is when they get to where they have a working competency, they kind of get lax, and then there's an incident or something that humbles them, and then they get to where they really know their stuff, and the muscle memory, and basically things are easy. Your pre-flight's automatic, all that kind of stuff comes easy. Hope you appreciate the Dunning-Kruger effect lesson. I really like it because life has so many ups and downs, and this is somewhat reflective of it. So don't get discouraged, don't get down on yourself, hang in there. And things are always changing. In the automotive field, I mean, like if you were a mechanic back in the 70s or 80s, or if you trained in the 80s, there was a lot of changes that just threw everybody off. Like when we went from carburetors to fuel injection and computers instead of points and mechanical means of managing timing and whatnot, a lot of people fell off the boat or off the wagon or whatever. But if you just stick with it, you can start over at any point, and you've got this. That's the bottom line. And don't be afraid to celebrate the little victories. There's a reason why this is the way that it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Cheers.